Air signs, this week brings a quiet kind of clarity for you. Something that once felt confusing may suddenly start making sense this week. Mercury retrograde in Pisces may slow communication, yes, but it also reveals deeper truths beneath the surface. Pay attention to insights that arrive quietly this week. So Gemini, your path is becoming much clearer this week. Something that once felt unclear or uncertain is going to begin to make sense. Libra, balance is going to return through small adjustments in your daily life. And Aquarius, this week reminds you of your value. Trust what you bring to the table. What's becoming clear is now guiding the path ahead. Trust the unfolding. Now let's get into this week's air sign reading. Okay, before I lay out our Celtic cross with those, I'm going to do my Arcanum shuffle because this will give us a final clarification. I like to do them back and forth and then rifle them to get a even dispersal of reversals. We're going to read it either upright or reversed at the end of the reading. All right, let's see how we've come up. We're coming up, I always like to see what likes to pop out for the first one. Who are we going to be? Whoop! I love it when it comes out like that. So we are coming up with this as the Two of Cups, air signs. Two of Cups this week. Being crossed as our challenge, obstacle, or awareness by 10 cups. Looking gorgeous so far. Bringing with us in our subconscious tool shed, air signs, a Knight of Wands. Stepping out of our immediate past, 3 cups. Now, we'll get into this a little bit later when I get deeper into the reading. When I lay out the general Celtic cross, I'm not paying attention to reversals in these general readings. I don't. However, I like to pay attention sometimes when they would have been reversed. We'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, in the crown, we've got 6 swords in our crown. In our immediate future, we've got the Tower. Don't be afraid. It's okay. In our environment air signs, we've got the Death card this week in our environment with the Tower. Not surprising. We've had it so far. The Death card has come up in every reading. Earth and, well, the first 2, Fire and Earth, also got the Death card in their readings. Not surprising at all this week. Our environment around us is handing us a Page of Wands. Then our hopes and fears sector has the High Priestess. I'm sure that's a hope of ours, the High Priestess, to be able to trust our intuition this week, for sure. And then final potential outcome, 4 cups. Huh. All right. A lot of cups, a little bit of swords in the crown, and couple of wands here, and then a lot of major arcana. But that happens when it's a general reading like this with big, tuning into just the big astrological things going on and not being able to get super specific, right? What they call the pip cards, the wands, the swords, wands, pentacles, and cups, those pertain to more general questions. Oops. Wrong deck. Not using that one this time. We're going to pull our final clarification or confirmation card from our Arcanum deck here, which I do a little back forth shuffle on these. Again, I'll do another one. I did it once, but I'm going to do it again. There we go. Now we're going to pull one more card and we're going to keep it hidden until the end of the reading, and it'll give us further clarification or confirmation on this reading. So let's see. Hello, everyone who's just joined. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. This is being recorded for my YouTube channel. It will drop on Monday, so if you can't stay for the whole reading. This is a general Celtic cross spread for air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. If you can't stay for the whole thing, hop on over to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe. This will land on Monday, and you can see all the readings at your own leisure. All right, so we're going to keep that hidden until the end of the reading. All right, air signs, you are coming up. We not we. No, I'm neither. I am a Sagittarius sun with a Capricorn moon and Cancer rising. So no air there. However, air signs are coming up with this 2 cups in the center of your spread. It's really beautiful. It's connections, it's friendships, it's just making connections on kind of a soul level, a heart level. It's beautiful. It's new friendships. And that's us. I feel like we're making new connections. We're seeking to build new bonds and build new connections. And our awareness is this gorgeous 10 cups. This is a new, the 10 is a beginning. It's a new cycle. So we're stepping into a new cycle, and it's cups. So it's soul fulfillment. It's not just pentacles, although they generally go hand in hand. It's not just that. It's soul fulfillment. You can achieve 10 pentacles and have a lot of material things and not have fulfillment here. So anyway, this is beautiful, and it's generational. You got a whole family in this card. So this is like legacy. It's like generation. It's like something has been healed from your past, from your family's past, that you're carrying now forward is what's in your awareness now. I love it. We're bringing with us this Knight of Wands energy with us in our subconscious. So the Knight of Wands can be kind of show-offy. He's the most flamboyant. Like his horse is like rearing up in like almost like a prance. He's very passionate. So we're bringing a lot of passion, but he also is kind of very, can be full of ego, and a little flighty. So that might be part of it, like that we're bringing with him. Just a little word of warning on the night of, and also, yeah, just be careful of that. We're bringing that energy as part of our subconscious. Toolshed air signs are. You're stepping out of this 3 cups. So this is little, this is gatherings. This is little gatherings. This is your TGIFs. This is your social networking. This is your coffee clutches and yeah. However, I felt like this card, when I pulled it, wanted to be reversed, and I turned it over. And when the 3 of Cups is reversed, it also means gossip. So I don't know if maybe in the recent past we were dealing with gossipy like people or not. I don't know. I don't know who this is meant for. It's neither here nor there. It could be, depending on you, it could be either just having stepped out of a time where you had a lot of just little again, it goes very much with the 2 of Cups, where you're making new friendships and connections, but this is like kind of taking it a step further, where you're like, it's like your small gatherings, your small groups. It's also social networking and bringing about change. 3s are always a change. In our crown, we've got 6 swords. So this is up here. So this is us. It's being ferried across to more peaceful waters, better times ahead, having been through some hard stuff, but now we're getting through it with people. Notice there's people in the boat. There's a child beside her, and there's the ferryman who's ferrying the boat over to new lands, better times. And the water is healing and intuition. And you still got those swords in the boat with you. You're kind of carrying that baggage a little bit. So yeah, and it's interesting that you got the people with you, and you're stepping out of this 3 of Cups situation in your immediate past. Now we're stepping into end of March, Tower moment. So the Tower, we got the Tower and then Death in our spread here. So the Tower is disillusionment. Like when you have been thinking one way your whole life, and then all of a sudden you have new information, all of a sudden you're shifting, and now you see things from a totally different perspective. That's the Tower. It's also things that get thrown at you that you're forced to deal with that you don't see coming. So it's sudden, something happens to someone close to you, or so, it's the things that just shake and rattle your world and challenge us. When we're very mindful of how we're walking through this world and what we're thinking and what we're feeling, we can bypass the tower a lot, but not always. We're not always going to be able to avoid the tower. So what you have to realize when you have these tower moments and this tower is crumbling is that sometimes it needs to crumble. Sometimes our tower is built on an unsteady or wrong foundation, and it's just your chance to rebuild a better tower, a bigger tower, a nicer. That's what it is, and that's really how. I mean, you don't have to think of it that way. You could wallow in regret forever and see where that gets you, I guess. But that's the tower. That's why the tower gets thrown at us sometimes, and it really helps us grow. So we also have the death. This is us in our environment this week. We're being represented by the death card. So no surprise if we're experiencing a tower moment. Death is rebirth. It's transformation. It happens after you experience this tower moment. You step through this transformation, and all of a sudden your life is all new. You're like experiencing new things. You have new ambitions, new ideas, because you've been through this transformation, this death transformation. It's actually a beautiful card. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I have a video in my Learn Tarot with Kat. I have one I made for Halloween, the scariest cards in the tarot. The ones tarot readers hate when they come up. I used to hate this card. I actually love the death card now. It's one of the least scary cards in the tarot. It has a little black in the flag with this huge white rose for purity. He's on a white horse. He's walking through towers into a sunrise. He's got four people looking at him differently, okay, as he walks gently through these gates into this new day. It's really beautiful. And he's got these people looking at him. He's got this woman who's crying. He's got the priest who's pleading. He's got the old man who's laying prostrate on the ground. And he's got a kid who's looking up, just kind of curious, just like, huh, interesting. Just curious about it. And so the message in this card is it's how we come through death and how we get through this transformation and where we land on the other side all depends on our outlook. All depends on our attitude and our outlook. And that's us in our environment this week. So choose your attitude and your outlook. You're going to be having some tower moments. That's okay. Remind yourself that life is full of tower moments. We're all on this ball spinning through this, the universe right now. There's nothing but tower moments. It's a lot of tower moments. So don't fear the tower. All right? Don't fear the tower, because let's look at what's in the rest of our staff. Your environment's going to give you this Page of Wands. So wands are passion. They represent fire sign. So this could be a younger person in your life, a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius in your life. It could represent your child, no matter how old they are in your environment, could. But because this is a general spread for all air signs, I feel like more this is your environment handing you opportunities to pursue your passions. You've got this Knight of Wands in your tool shed below you, and something's happening in your life that's going to bring about this big change. And now you're going to be offered some sort of message, some sort of opportunity is coming around following your new passion, your new direction you want to go in your life. And then, oh, here we go. Sorry, you guys. It's been that time. I've got to drag the puzzle piece for TikTok. There we go. Let me keep recording. And thanks you guys for being here so that I can keep recording after that hour. I was trying to keep it under an hour. Oh, it's going to be closer to an hour and 20, I think, with all 4 readings. All right. So yes. So your environment is going to be handing you some sort of opportunity or message around, maybe even around travel, a move, a new home, perhaps. I don't know, but that's coming in your environment this week, air signs. Your hopes is for the High Priestess. You want to be able to trust your intuition. Yeah. With us, with Mercury retrograde in Pisces, yeah. We want to channel our High Priestess. We want to trust our intuition, our divine knowledge, trust in God, she is all-knowing. There are no secrets from the High Priestess. She holds the Torah in her arm. It's half hidden. yeah, and for those of you who don't know, the Torah is basically the first 5 books of the Bible. So anyway, yeah, she's all-knowing. She's divine knowledge. She's also pure creativity. She's balanced. She's, yeah. And that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for no secrets. We're hoping to be able to trust that divine knowledge within us. And then our potential final outcome is really interesting, because we have a progression of the cups here. We're being challenged by our awareness of these 10 cups, that we're actually so blessed that we have everything at our fingertips. We're stepping out of 3 cups, and our potential outcome is now 4 cups. It's very much showing this journey, this path, this progression, particularly when it comes to cups and what is now satisfying us. And 4 cups is interesting because it can mean a couple things, depending on how it shows up in a spread, what kind of spread it is. And we've got it here as our potential final outcome. He's sitting under the tree like this. He's got 3 full cups. The universe is handing him another one, and he's going, is that all you got? I don't think that's enough. So either, you know what I do? I understand this now. We've come through a lot. We've been through a lot, and we're coming through the other side safe and sound now. However, and we've had these tower moments. We're going to set out. We're pursuing something new. Some new passion is coming our way. But our awareness crossing us as we're making these connections, these new relationships, new friendships, new connections, our awareness, in our awareness is these 10 cups, this abundance, this fulfillment. So I think this is our warning to make sure that we are having gratitude, that we're appreciating what the universe is handing us every step of the way. He's only at a 4. He hasn't reached the 10 yet. And it's okay to say, you know, I want more. I'm worth more. A lot of us are reaching that point where we're valuing ourselves more. That's the transformation we've been through. We go through these kind of death transformations. All of a sudden we value ourselves more highly, and we're going, you know what? I'm worth more than that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's a dual message here. Hold yourself in high esteem and regard. At the same time, have in your awareness this 10 cups that the universe is always handing you. The universe always has your back. Always. It's our trust in that. It's just our trust in that we need to develop a lot more, because we've all been raised in so much fear. Anyway, let's see what our clarification or confirmation is. Hi, welcome everybody who's joined. Welcome, welcome. I see all you saying hi. I wish I had a moderator on here right now. I don't, so I can't say hi back. However, this is being recorded for my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. Hop on over there, hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. My first 500 subscribers get a free lifetime membership. After that, when I open my membership section, it's going to be like a couple bucks a month. But if you're one of my first 500, you get it for free. So hop over there. I am going to be editing this up, and it will drop on Monday. So if you can't stay for the whole reading, or if you miss the fire sign or the earth sign or the water sign, it'll be dropping over there on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. So thank you. Hello to all my group 7 friends. Make sure you're doing the tap, tap, tap. Also, if you hold down on the screen, you can do a power share and share this with anybody on your list that you think might enjoy tarot reading. I also try to do that for all my friends, especially all my group 7 friends. I'll drop in on your lives. I'll make sure to share and share the love back. So thank you. Thank you, all those of you who've joined. Thank you so much, you guys. All right, back to our final clarification or confirmation. We're going to read it either upright or reversed. Maybe it's more about this 4 cups. Is this about gratitude or ingratitude? I think it's important to have both. More info on the tower moment, handling this tower moment perhaps. Let's find out. We have a reversal. We have obstacles. We've got the chariot reversed. So the chariot is the 7th major arcana. It's all about pressing forward, keeping balance, balancing out. Positive and negative, yin and yang, light and dark, self with collective. And so we've got this reversed. It can also mean victory, success. but it's more like pressing on, continuing the forward momentum. But we've got it reversed, which means obstacles. Well, yeah, we have obstacles coming. That's the Tower. We have an obstacle coming for sure. So obstacles, inner conflict leaves you feeling stuck, directionless, or pulled in opposite directions. No wonder you're hoping to trust your inner High Priestess. You've got to you trust that. Don't hope for it. Don't hope do. There is no try. There is only do or don't do. It concerns me when cards come up in this spot, because it means it's something you want, and because if it's something you want, it means it's something you don't have yet. It's something that's not here yet. So you either want it or you fear it. And what you need is just be it. You need to put it into your crown. So make sure you're channeling your High Priestess to overcome whatever this obstacle is, this Tower that's going to come your way. Do not fear it. It's going to bring you through a transformation. This is you in your environment, this Death card. You're stepping through into a sunrise. Keep that in mind. That's beautiful. So it's, yeah, lost, derailed, or disoriented. And that's exactly what the Tower does. You may be feeling that way a little bit this week, you guys. So trust your inner priestess. Don't make any big rash decisions. Don't try to, spend this week in meditation and contemplation is my advice for this week. So there you go. All right. So that was our air sign reading. I have one more, water. I've done fire, earth, air, and water.